RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, Billerica, Massachusetts, home to weekly NFL predictions, top 10 list of everything and anything, great personality profiles, and a whole lot more. Tune in to the RVBN network for more surprises. Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Sunday, October 2nd, 2016, around 6:34 in the morning in Billerica, Massachusetts. Cloudy out right now. It's going to be a cloudy day, but only a 20% chance of rain showers, just sprinkles. We got some much beneficial rain in the Boston area. There was about a half to 3/4 of an inch. So that's pretty good. Some places in the South Shore got 1 to 2 inches of rain. That helps the deficit a little. And we might not see the sun until Tuesday. But all eyes on Hurricane Matthew, because there's some models that say it's going to ride up the coast, and others say it's going to hit Florida and Georgia. But with a high near Bermuda, the chances of it going out to sea and not affecting anything is about a 20% chance. But wait and see. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. Toronto Blue Jays beat the Boston Red Sox by the score 4-3. The Blue Jays and Orioles are tied for the top 2 wildcard spots in the American League. The Seattle Mariners have been eliminated from playoff competition because they lost to the A's, and the Detroit Tigers are on the verge of playoff elimination. The Chicago White Sox are going to clean house. General Manager Kenny Williams and Manager Robin Ventura are going to be fired after Sunday's game. The Boston Bruins beat the Philadelphia Flyers in a shootout by the score 3-2 in preseason hockey. It's happy Farm Animal Day and happy International Day of Nonviolence. 57 years ago today, the classic TV show The Twilight Zone made its premiere in CBS. 66 years ago today, the Peanuts comic strip by Charles Schulz made its debut in newspapers around the world. And 38 years ago today, the New York Yankees beat the Boston Red Sox in a one-game playoff to determine the American League East championship. Yankees won by the score 5-4 by a home run by Bucky Bleeping Dent, who was a lights-hitting shortstop. Red Sox blew a 14-game lead in the middle of summer over the New York Yankees, one of the epic collapses in baseball history, but we won't talk about that right now. And that's about it on the news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in a flash. I'm back. My first video blog subject of the day is my personality profile. Today's personality profile is former Major League Baseball pitcher and broadcaster Steve Stone. Steve Stone had an 11-year Major League Baseball career as a pitcher, but he's well known for being a color man on Cubs broadcast and White Sox broadcast. He developed a close personal friendship with Harry Caray. Holy cow! He popped up! $29 million, and he popped up! Steve was born and he grew up in Ohio. He was Jewish descent. When he was in high school, Steve played a lot of sports. He golfed. He played tennis. And he was a good ping pong player. But he excelled in baseball in high school, making all-state All-Star teams for his pitching performances. And Steve went to Kent State College. He majored in history and government, and he made All-MAC All-Star team. And his catcher while pitching at Kent State College was the late great Thurman Munson. That's an interesting fact. The San Francisco Giants drafted Steve in 1969. He spent 3 seasons in the Giants farm system, and he compiled a 32-24 minor league career record. He spent 11 seasons with the big leagues with the Giants, White Sox, Cubs, and Baltimore Orioles. And Steve only pitched 11 seasons because he had a lot of arm trouble. But he was kind of consistent. 5 seasons, he had 10 or more wins. 5 seasons, he's pitched 200 or more innings. He had 1 season of an ERA under 3. 5 seasons, he struck out 100 or more batters. His best season was in 1980 when he won 25 games, which led the American League in wins. And he made the All-Star team that year. And he was a Cy Young Award winner for the Baltimore Orioles because his 25 wins back then was pretty awesome. And the voters who voted for the Cy Young back in the day used wins more than like sabermetrics. And he also finished in the top 10 in MVP voting one time. That was in 1980. And he had 4 seasons of 5 or more complete games. Steve was one of the most famous Jewish pitchers in Major League Baseball history. His arm trouble forced him to retire after the 1981 season. He was only 34 years old when he was forced to retire, and his career stats were 107 wins and 93 losses, a 3.97 ERA, 43 complete games, 7 shutouts, 1,788.1 innings pitched, and 1,065 strikeouts. He never made a Hall of Fame ballot. He probably wouldn't have gotten a vote anyway. He was also known for the one of the best Jewish pitchers of all time in Major League. After Steve retired from Major League Baseball, he became a broadcaster. First, he worked some games, color man for ABC's Monday Night Baseball. But for many, many years, for about 20, Steve worked for the Chicago Cubs as a color man on WGN television. He had many partners, including Tom Brenneman and Chip Caray, but his most famous partner was Harry Caray. Steve was kind of a straight man to Harry Caray because Harry Caray was very, very funny, and they were probably voted many times the best Chicago sports play-by-play and color team around. When Harry passed away in 1998, Steve wrote a book about his friendship with Harry Caray in 1999. I had that book in paperback for many years. It was a good book, in my humble opinion. Steve's tenure with the Chicago Cubs ended at the end of the 2004 season because Steve and Chip Caray used to travel with the team on airplane, and they had dissension among the players, which that's not very good. Steve and Chip were not invited back to do Cubs games after that year. Steve then worked some games for ESPN, appeared on Baseball Tonight. He hosted a talk show on the local radio in Chicago, WSCR, for about 3 years. That at one time was the flagship home of the Chicago White Sox. He also did color broadcast for the 2007 Major League Baseball Division playoffs for TBS. He was teamed with Ted Robinson, and they did the Red Sox Angels series together. And for many years, for about 6 years, from 2009 to 2014, Steve was color man for the Chicago White Sox on the television and the radio, and he basically doesn't do broadcasting anymore. Steve Stone was, a decent pitcher, but, he's more famous for being broadcaster than anything else. And that's about it on Steve Stone. And I'll be back later. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+, with 2 more video blogs coming for you. First video blog will be about the former professional hockey league, minor professional hockey league, the IHL, which was in existence from 1945 to 2001. And third and final video blog of the night is the top 10 list of the greatest professional sports athletes in the history of San Francisco. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Bunny guy. Molly was beloved. WCCOX has nice legs. Elizabeth Hart is so stunning. She's the best. Amy Sweezy's awesome Amy. Linda Church of WPIX Channel 11's such a rocking cougar. She got the nice legs in New York City. And Barbara Gibbs of ABC 11 has a sweet southern accent. She has the best legs in Raleigh, North Carolina. And in the words of the late great host of Push Your Luck, Peter Tomarken, you want to be careful by hitting a third whammy in round 1. See you later.